Hey everyone, this is Jamie Schmidt, and today I'm going to show you how to change out your flexible dryer vent ducting. Exciting stuff! Okay, so can you see why we need to do this? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? Yeah, so basically this thing has just met its day. It's right next to a window, so I have a feeling that the sunshine probably had something to do with it, and also maybe getting hit with some things when they're moved over here. So we're going to go ahead and swap this out. Okay, so let me run through the few things we're going to need for this project. We're not going to need very much. And what's not going to be shown is also a vacuum that I will be using, but it's actually outside. I want to keep it outside for right now. We're going to need some tin snips, not so much for the foil between there. This foil is really easy to cut right there. But it's mainly for the ribs. This wire that goes through right here, you're gonna need it, sorry, right there. You're gonna need it to cut this wire whenever you get to the final length that you want. I'm gonna use a screw gun. You don't need to, you can just use a slot screwdriver, but I'm just doing that, using that bit right there to speed things up. It just makes it go faster. And I'm gonna use this basically kind of like a bottle brush almost, but it's specifically sold in the dryer sections and the HVAC sections in the home goods stores to clean out some of the areas in the dryer. Since we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we give this a little bit of a servicing since we're going through this whole process and give this ducting a working chance to last a long time without getting clogged up. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first things first, we're going to go remove the lint filter here. Right here, and I'm going to go in there. Let's see if I can. Well, maybe you can see in there. Yeah, there's lots of lint in there. So I'm going to use a brush in there and try to get all that out before I go ahead and start swapping this out. And then before I even swap out the new ducting, I'm going to actually turn on the dryer and hopes to push anything that I've loosened in there out and then through the ducting and into the ducting. I don't care. That's all going to go bye-bye. So might as well get this clean. And then when we do take it off the back side of this, I'm going to pull this out. We'll clean there too, and I'll use my vacuum to clean up that mess. Okay, so we're really getting down into the vent here. And the reason this is so long and thin is that it goes down into the ducting in the dryer. It won't follow every curve, but it'll do good. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. So let's see here. Let's get this over here. All right. I'm not even going to put the vent in there right now because I want everything out. And you can see I've run it once, and look at what it's already filled the gap and brought some stuff out on the floor. So I'm going to do it one more time. And you can also hear it actually get pushed into this once I start. So here, hold on. You can just hear that. So that's great. So tons of debris is actually getting out of this dryer and pushed into this hose right now. And since we're getting rid of the hose, I don't care. It's going bye-bye. So let's go ahead and now, that being done, we're gonna go ahead and start working on the back. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. Okay, so we're in the back side of the dryer, and you can kind of see that there's a clamp right there, and there's a clamp right there. That's literally all that's holding this on. So let's put it in reverse mode here. There. That's it. Boom. You're done. So this really isn't something super technical, but if you've never done it before, you just might want to watch a video on how to do this. So you can kind of see in there. That's pretty good actually. So we'll go run the cleaner in there, the brush in there, and see if we can clean it from this side. And then we'll go ahead and remove it from that clamp right there and get rid of this hose. How is it in there? Yeah, it's not horrible. It's all pushed in there, I think. Let me see down there. Hello! Narnia. So we'll go ahead and swap this out right now. So, and clean this out. I'm going to use my vacuum and brush and clean this out, and then I'll return back to the video. Just wanted to show you guys what had come out of the other end, the exhaust port for the dryer. There was actually a dryer sheet in that line. I don't know how it got in there, but there was actually a dryer sheet that blew out. So that might have really clogged up things and inhibited the movement of air to dry things. So this is actually really good that we did this, because yeah, that isn't good. So feeling good about this. All right. We are done. So I've gone and vacuumed up all the lint that was on the floor, cleaned up the exit ducting, and also the back of the dryer is all vacuumed out and cleaned out with a brush. Now, one little tip here would be to leave this the clamp on the exit ducting. You just basically, whenever you undo it, just slide it to the back, and also give yourself plenty of room to slide it over the new ducting. So don't be afraid to unscrew it and make the opening larger, because it's kind of hard to get it over the new ducting. So let's go ahead and put the new ducting on. Okay, so this is what I'm using for the ducting. I don't know if I showed this before, but I'm going to do it now. It's heavy-duty aluminum foil duct. It's for gas and electric dryers. This is actually an electric dryer. It basically is a foil in between a heavy gauge metal wire for the structure of the ducting, the circle. You need to use your tin snips to cut this wire. You're not going to cut it with the scissors unless you got some really heavy-duty scissors. And this, you can just use a knife. I mean, you could just tear this. It's not that hard. Okay, so I've gone and cleaned up the end of here, so it's nice and clean, not so much rough edges. And now I'm going to go ahead and slip this over the exit ducting down in the back of the dryer. One small tip that I want to give you at this point is, you got these clamps, and they're really easy to use, and they can be super fast, but you can put it in a way that best assists you. So if I was to put the hose clamp on like this, or the clamp on like that, and I tried to tighten it, I'd have to go around to the opposite side and get my screw gun in there and then try to tighten it. Don't do that. Just put it on this way, facing you, to where you're going to have it in a good position to go ahead and tighten it. Don't make things difficult for yourself. I've seen some people, like, getting these contorted spots to try to tighten these things, and I'm like, why don't you just turn it around? Seems like a simple thing, but you just maybe someone needs to say it before you do it, just to remind you. So have it in a comfortable position, pointing at you, so you can tighten it nice and easy. Okay, so I positioned it there. It's on, and the clamp is in position. And like I said, so now it's at a nice, comfortable place for me to, it's so hard to do one-handed, for me to do the tightening. And you'll see it close down on it. And that's it. And you just want to make sure that it is on there securely and that's not coming off. And also feel around all sides to make sure that the venting is completely on, which it is. All right, on to step 2. All right, so the dryer is back in place here. I have the ducting here, and we got more than enough here. So just to make this aesthetically pleasing, I'm not going to pull it super tight. I'm going to probably do right about there. So I'll probably cut it right here and then attach it. You want to give yourself about 2 to 3 inches from that. Actually, I should probably say right about here. And that's just enough to slide over the exit ducting. And then we'll go ahead and attach it. Okay, so I'm going to creatively try to see if I can film this here. So how you cut this basically is, make sure, yeah, it's right there. So just give one of the wires a cut. Puncture it through there. So it's cut right here. You can see right here. And go ahead and you can just rip it or use the scissors. Like that. And go around. Oops. So I cut in there and make sure. There we go. So that's how you cut this stuff. Nothing super technical. So you got your end here, and you want to make sure you fold that or get that in there. You're not really creating any place where lint is going to gather here, because this right here is going to be folded over the exit ducting. It's not actually going to be inside like the actual tube. So we're going to go ahead and slide that over. That right there. And since our clamp is already on there, I can't do that one-handed. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the venting's on there a good, probably about 3 inches here. And I'm going to go ahead and slide the hose clamp over, kind of put it in the middle there, mostly on the flat area as much as possible. Not on one of the wires, although you can't help that because it does go circular around it in a spiral fashion. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten that down, and we're done. All right, we're wrapped up. Look at that, nice and tight there, no leakage, and the machine is now serviced, and efficiency is going to go up no matter what. When that dryer sheet came out of there, I knew the efficiency was down. So when we put things in here, it's probably going to dry a lot faster. So that's it for the video today. It's a short one. If you like the video, be sure to hit like. If you like the presenter and how-to videos, be sure to hit subscribe, and you'll be up to date on any new how-to videos that I put out there. Questions and comments, please put them below. I like that interaction. I'm actually going to hit the web to see if I can find something cool to do with the excess foil ducting. There's got to be something cool out there, so I'm going to take a look on that. So until next time, take care. A quick follow-up to the video I put out before. 2 dryer sheets actually popped out through the venting, so this thing has been clogged up for a long time. That when I heard it actually trying to get the dryer sheet out through the blower, and it got all twisted up in the blower blades. So I must have dislodged it from the front, and it actually went through the system and popped out the back. So yeah, look at that. It's going to help a lot.